The big day is tomorrow, and I've got a lot to detail in today's broadcast. For starters, I want to address, is this the end for the United States of America and the end of technically the real Republican Party? And I believe it will be if Kamala Harris wins the election. And the question therein lies, what are her chances of winning? Is the election already over? Who has, shall we say, an advantage? What states are going for what candidate? And what can we expect tomorrow? These are some of the things I really want to address in today's broadcast, and kind of just shoot you straight on what I think could potentially happen with tomorrow's election. Obviously, the Democrats have been out there telling us that the election results, could take weeks, even a month in some cases, to get the full results. But I'm hoping at least that we will have the unofficial results late tomorrow. And if we do get those in, I'll be putting out a video later in the day on all of that, especially if it's good news. And I might have a little wine in the process, depending on how it is going. Probably will either way. But just to give you an overview on some of what's going on, I wanted to start with this. And this is the official site of the United States Election Assistance Commission website. And it tells you all of the dates that we're looking at regarding this U.S. election. And before I show you that, I want to state this first. There's 7 swing states that are basically going to potentially decide the election. That's if all the red states stay red and all the blue states stay blue, right? Who knows? We can get something crazy like New York can suddenly turn red. I mean, there's always that. I highly doubt, but hey, you never know. Outside of that, there are 7 states we're really focusing on, and that would be Arizona, and they have 11 electoral votes. We have Nevada. They've got 6 electoral votes. We have Wisconsin with 10, Michigan with 15, Pennsylvania with 19. Pennsylvania has the highest. It's the most desired one from both parties. Speaking of, they both kind of want to take that state. And then North Carolina 16 and Georgia 16. So these are the 7 states that we're really going to hone in on. And the question that I had, it was this. Okay, if these are the 7 states, when could we potentially see the official and full results? And that's on this website here. And here's kind of a breakdown of all of that. And it gives you this diagram. And it says, okay, in the state of Arizona, for example, their local certification deadline, which is the number closest to my head, is November 25th. The state deadline is December 27th. So they're all a little bit out. If you go to Georgia, they have November 12th and November 22nd as the state date. Then we have Michigan, the 19th and the 25th on the state date. North Carolina, the 15th and the 26th. So all of these are very far out. Pennsylvania, the 25th and not specified. That's interesting there. And then we have Nevada, the 15th and the 26th. And then, of course, Wisconsin, November 19th and December 1st. So in other words, we're definitely not going to have any official results, but we could, as we normally do, get an unofficial result. Now, I got a lot more to tell you, but before I do, I want to give a quick break to my sponsor, LisaHavenGold.com. Look, if you guys have not invested in gold, silver, and precious metals, you're living on borrowed time, economically speaking. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of stuff that's happening in the economy, and I want to encourage you to hedge your economic bets in the right direction. And you can diversify your profile by checking out LisaHavenGold.com with Noble Gold Investments. And they really teach you how to diversify, not only that, but how to invest in gold, silver, and precious metals. If you want a free guide on how to do that, fill out this information, click get it now, and they're going to send you that free gold and silver investment guide. And by the way, right now they are giving up to 10 of these 1-ounce Trump coins with any approved plan. And they even have a 10-ounce silver American flag that they are giving away with approved plans as well. So give them a call at the number on the screen and make sure you are diversifying your profile. If you have a 401k you want to convert, they can do that as well. But give them a call. Let them know you heard it on Lisa Haven so you can take advantage of that special offer. And by the way, there's always a risk to investing. There's never a guarantee. If you want more information, click that more button or click the link in the description box below. All right. So, 7 states are basically the ones that we're kind of keeping an eye on. And this Epic Times article really kind of dives into that a little bit, how the 7 swing states will count votes and post-election results. In this article, I'll leave a link for it below, but it has the same 7 states that I just referenced, how many votes are needed at each one, or how many electoral college counts are at each particular state. So these are going to be the ones that I think the mainstream media really hones in on. Now, with that, the next question is, what does the polling look like on average? Well, right now, according to multiple polls that I've been studying over the past few weeks, they show, a majority of them show Donald Trump in the lead. That doesn't mean he's going to win, by the way. This is by far no red wave, right? Please don't talk red wave. You guys who follow me on Restricted Republic know exactly why I say that. But take a look at this. Projects, and this is on 538.com. And so here it is. Who is favored to win the 2024 presidential election? And this was just posted, updated today, November 4th. So I tried to kind of grab the best ones there. But Trump wins 53 times out of 100, and Harris won 47 times out of 100. And these are their projected polls. So you can see Trump wins more times than Kamala Harris did. And here are kind of some of the polls that they have her winning or have him winning in. So you can see the different polls from YouGov to Emerson College to TIPP. Again, Donald Trump seems to take the lead in a majority of those. You have Harris leading in a few of them. As you can see, the IPSOS one and ABC News, which they always tend to slant, if you will, a little bit more in the Democrat favor. Now, that's not all. There's also this, and this was put together by the Brownstone Institute. If Trump wins, right? They show Poly Market here with Donald Trump with a lead there on that. Then they also have this, and what you're seeing on the screen here is realclearpolling.com dropped this, but you have a New York Times poll and a CNN poll at the very top, and these again tend to slant more Democrat, or have in the past, and they show a tie between Trump and Harris. And the ones at the bottom there, you can see Wall Street Journal, Forbes, and Rasmussen all have Donald Trump up by 2 to 3 points, and TIPP has Harris up by 2 points. So there is kind of an overall regarding the polls and who the polls are projecting winners or losers. I don't take much merit in the polls. They've been wrong in the past. I think Hillary Clinton had a lot of the polls favoring her, and yet she lost, and vice versa. So please don't take that as, okay, we got our red wave or whatever, because we absolutely don't have a red wave. And I am truly terrified as to the results of the election. And I'm really hoping that we get the unofficial results tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to hopefully a Trump victory. So if you haven't gotten out there and voted early already, please vote. I'm begging you. If you're one of those that just like, I ain't gonna vote, it's all blah, 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 and it doesn't even matter. I think it does matter. And so please make sure your voice is heard and vote. Now, what is the path to victory for Donald Trump and Harris, right? Well, I found this on the Washington Post .com, and they asked the question, right? And they did it for both sides, so I'll show you both. But can Harris win the election? Here are her possible paths to victory, and they give 2 actual ways. They give more than that, but the 2 main ways that she could win is Harris wins the Rust Belt and exactly 270 electoral votes. So you can she's favored to win. Before I get into that, if you look at the very bottom there where it has a check mark by her name, she already has about 226, right? That means the blues that normally go blue, stay blue, and stay in her hand. She's at 226. Donald Trump is a little behind that. They're projecting and saying those who are normally red, stay red, and you're at about 219. So Donald Trump, from the very get-go, according to their information, right? Of course, it's different on other sites, right? They've got him higher in some other areas. But based off this, and I wanted to go with this because I think it's a good depiction here. But anyway, 219 for Trump and 226. So each of them need a certain amount to win to get to that 270 electoral votes to win, right? So in this case, they have Harris winning the Rust Belt, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. If she can take those 2 and she loses the other 4, then she wins the election. She takes it, she wins. Not only that, but there's another way she could obviously win, is say she doesn't get any of the Rust Belt, but she gets the Sun Belt. You've got Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina. She can take those four as well and win. And of course, she could pull what Joe Biden did and win all the same areas as Joe Biden. Then I also looked, okay, what would it take for Donald Trump to win, right? He's a little behind. And this same Washington Post article also kind of detailed that. And you can see he would need to take, and this is why Pennsylvania is very important for Donald J. Trump. We need Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia to win. If he can wipe those three, he can win the 270 electoral votes. Now, that's not his only path to victory, right? He could also have another chunk here, and he could win, say he doesn't win Pennsylvania, he can win Wisconsin, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. So we're talking about a huge chunk of those states there that he would have to win. So those are some things that we're looking at regarding both of the candidates and why we really want to keep an eye on things and watch how this election is going tomorrow. So pins and needles, guys. I know that this is literally life and death, if you will, for the Republican Party in itself. And what I mean by that is I honestly do not believe that there will ever be another real Republican in the executive office if we lose this election. You might get rhinos, but the real ones will be gone, and they'll make sure of it with their mass amnesty and everything that the Democrats are doing, their Orwellian dictates that they're wanting to push on our energy, on our grid. They've already tried to ban our stoves, our gas heaters, our blowers outside, our lawn blowers that blow stuff. And they're not going to stop with this. It's really, really scary. But one other thing I want to state regarding tomorrow is there's already litigation hell going on, actually from both sides. And things are being litigated and things are being done. So prepare for a lot of litigation after the election as well. Usually that happens, unfortunately, but I think from both sides of the fence. And I think it's going to get really scary litigation wise. And this could put a real kink in the election. But overall, I really hope that this is not the end for the Republican Party and that we can get the right candidates in. And if it is the end, I don't know. I mean, this channel is going to change a lot. Strategy, I guess, not strategy, but it's just going to change because we are going to be suppressed into high hell if they get in. And that's another reason why I say if the Harris administration wins the election, we're done for. Not only financially, by the way, because all of us are going to continue to hurt financially. Her promises to fix the economy are BS. I think she's lying out her butt. If she was going to do half the things that she's been talking about, she would have done it already. And she can't get any of it under control. And I don't even think she's a leader, like on a national scale. She's horrible. She's a very horrible person. Can't even do like regular interviews and the whole nine yards. The woman is psycho. The woman is a communist, in my opinion, and she will destroy our country. And again, they are going to bring about basically a full one-party rule. And we already have that at a level, right? But there are some holdouts. I think Donald Trump is that. And I think we've got an amazing ticket with Donald Trump, Elon Musk, RFK, Tulsi Gabbard. We've got a ticket that the American people need in order to survive. We can't handle more censorship. We can't handle more freedom loss. We can't handle this authoritarian Green New Deal style policies that they're going to shove down our throats. And we're going to become a third world country under this regime. But let's hope the election isn't already over and in their favor in any way, shape, or form. And let's get Donald Trump elected in there by going out and voting. Anyhow, I love all you guys. Please make sure you check out restrictedrepublic.com because you're not going to want to miss some of the stuff that we say on there. Anyhow, I love you guys. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.